Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the Figure King, and today I'm going to be talking about a specific trailer, a very special trailer that I was very excited about when I saw it. I'm not talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer, even though that one was really exciting as well. We're talking about the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer. Of course, we learned about a year ago, been 2 years ago, that Spider-Man was going to be introduced in the MCU. We were all very excited about it. Of course, he made his debut in Civil War. He's played by Tom Holland. He played a very small part in that movie. His role was small, but it was awesome. And it made us want more of him. And of course, they're going to deliver next year with Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, the trailer was really cool. Had a lot of good stuff in it. I mean, just if you're a Spider-Man fanboy, I mean, you were geeking out over this trailer. I do like Spider-Man, so I'm just going to go over the trailer real quick with you guys and kind of give you my thoughts on it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the first thing that we see in the trailer. Of course, that's that's Happy Hogan giving him the briefcase with the modifications made to the Spider-Man suit. And of course, I'm talking about the webbing under the arms. That's classic Ditko. That's classic Steve Ditko Spider-Man. We thought we were going to see the webbing in the Captain America Civil War movie. We didn't get it then, but we are getting it now. We got the webbing and his articulated eyes. Those eyes are incredible. It kind of goes with his emotion. So, you know, they draw in and they widen. It's really cool. Another cool scene in the trailer that we saw was when we saw the bank robbers. So they basically open up this vault and, you know, they're getting this money out and they're all wearing Avengers masks. So we get a Thor mask, a Hulk mask, a Captain America mask, an Iron Man mask. It's really funny. And Spider-Man's just standing there just looking at them, just watching them. And he says, hey, you know, you're not the real Avengers. The Hulk gives it away. It's kind of funny because it's almost like animated mask. It's really funny, and Spider-Man just pummels him, you know. He beats the crap out of him. It's funny. I really like that part because it's kind of poking. It's poking a lot at we didn't even know if we're gonna get Spider-Man in the MCU, and yet here he is, and it's kind of saying, hey, you know, the Hulk, Thor, you know, all these guys are in the same universe as Spider-Man, so it's really cool. So another thing in this trailer, and one thing I know for certain, is we're not gonna get a Harry Osborn in this movie. He may be in a future movie. We're not going to get Mary Jane. She may be in a future movie as well, excuse me. They're not going to be in this movie, guys. So if you're looking forward to seeing either one of them, I'm sorry. They're not going to be in the movie. We will see Flash Thompson, though. And Tony Rivoli. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. It's Tony Rivoli. He's gonna be playing Flash Thompson. At first, I didn't believe it, but it's kind of, I think, official now. He wouldn't have been my first pick for Flash Thompson. He doesn't look intimidating enough. He doesn't look intimidating at all, honestly. I could almost see him playing like a Harry Osborn. Yeah, but Flash Thompson, I just can't see that. But yeah, Flash Thompson, like I said, will be in the movie. Liz Allen, who's played by Laura Harrier, from the way things are looking and the way things are kind of looking in the trailer, she's gonna be Spider-Man's love interest, rather Peter Parker's love interest, because, like I said, we're not gonna get Mary Jane in the movie. She's not gonna be in there. Also, no Gwen Stacy, so we're not gonna see Gwen Stacy either, even though she's been in, well, she was in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and she was also in the previous two Spider-Mans that we got with the guy, I can't remember his name, but the guy who was fired from Spider-Man, basically. Yeah, so no Gwen Stacy. Zendaya, she's in the trailer just for a second, just a split second. We see her. She calls Peter Parker and his friend, who I'm going to get to in a minute, because his friend is a very specific character. If you don't really know the mythos of Spider-Man and you don't know too much about Spider-Man, you're probably not going to even know who this guy is. But we're going to get to him in a sec. She calls them losers because she can pretty much hear everything that they're saying about this girl who Laura is playing in the movie, Liz Allen. So Peter's best friend in this film, like I mentioned before, Flash Thompson, isn't in the movie. His best friend in this movie is gonna be Ned Leeds. So Ned Leeds is gonna be Peter's best friend. Now, if you guys don't know much about the comics, you're probably like, who the hell is Ned Leeds? Well, Ned Leeds, otherwise known as Edward Leeds, is actually the third Green Goblin. Or not the Green Goblin, I'm sorry, the Hobgoblin. He's Hobgoblin in the future. Well, he becomes Hobgoblin in the future. And that's kind of interesting that they put that character in the movie to be Peter Parker's friend. I'm going to be honest, I haven't really read that many Spider-Man comics, so I don't know if he's Peter Parker's friend at some point in time. I believe he is, but that's kind of interesting that they kind of put that whole dynamic in the movie. You know, Peter Parker's friend later on becomes this big, super villain. So that's kind of interesting the way they're gonna, and I can't wait to see how that unfolds. Of course, we get a scene with Tony Stark. We did hear that he would be in the movie. He is in the movie. So when we saw Tony Stark, it wasn't like it was just one scene in this trailer that we saw Tony. It was funny. Tom Holland, Peter Parker, thought he was trying to hug him, but he was trying to open the door for him. It was funny. And he was talking to him about joining the Avengers. He said, don't do anything I would do and don't do anything I won't do. It's kind of a gray area in between. That's where you operate. That was kind of funny. And it's typical Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark. That was a funny scene. And in this movie, I believe we're going to see Spider-Man come into his own. I feel like he has a lot, I think, that he has to prove. So he's gonna come into his own, I believe. And if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this because I'm not sure. I believe this is 6 months after the events of Civil War. So he's still kind of fresh, off of the whole Civil War thing with the fighting and, fighting these other big heroes, these guys that he looked up to. So he's looking to these guys as examples, and he feels as though he's gonna have big shoes to fill. If these are the heroes that he's gonna be, working beside or replacing someday. So that's kind of cool to kind of see that, he's not already an established, Spider-Man, So that's pretty cool. The Vulture. The Vulture looks amazing. I think the Vulture suit, you couldn't go too comic booky with it because you didn't want to look cheesy, because after all, it is Michael Keaton who's playing the Vulture. And Michael Keaton, if you guys know anything about me, I'm a huge 1989 Batman fan. Michael Keaton was Batman in that movie. I absolutely love that movie. It's my favorite movie of all time. I cannot wait to see Michael Keaton's performance. I'm kind of bummed out, that he's going to be playing a villain. But I can't wait to see his performance. I think he's going to do an excellent job as the Vulture. And that suit looks amazing. I don't know if it came from like Oscorp or anything like that, but I definitely, every time I see that suit, I think Sinister Six. I think we're definitely going to get a Sinister Six movie in the MCU, and that is going to be so nice. I can't wait for that. No shocker. No shocker in this trailer. We didn't see the shocker. I guess that's they're waiting, kind of building up for the shocker. So we may see him in the second or third trailer. And that's fine. The shocker, of course, is going to be played by none other than Bokeem Woodbine. Bokeem Woodbine, if you guys don't know him, he's a legendary actor. He's been in a ton of movies. Just a few that come to mind. He was in a very famous video as well. He was in Jason's Lyric. And he was also in Tupac's I Ain't Mad At You video. So very, very talented actor, and he always plays the villain in any movie he's in. So he's gonna do an excellent job. He still looks the same, man. It's crazy. So I believe in this movie, Spider-Man is definitely gonna become the Spider-Man that we know and love. He's gonna become that Spider-Man. I definitely see it. He's definitely gonna be the Spider-Man that we know. The Spider-Man that's the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, or might I say the Amazing Spider-Man. I know that's kind of a past title. But yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man, the Ultimate Spider-Man, whatever you want to call it, I think he's going to be that Spider-Man. That Spider-Man that proves to Tony Stark that I know I can be an Avenger, I'm ready to be an Avenger. Where do I sign up? And last but not least, the big team up between Spider-Man and Iron Man. That scene was so awesome, and you don't see them fighting or anything. They're not fighting anybody. The only hint to that we see is Spider-Man swinging on his web and Iron Man flying beside him. Awesome. Oh my God, that was so nice. Just kind of giving us just a small portion, not even a spoonful, just a half a spoonful of what we can expect in this movie as far as action goes. Oh man. And of course, they're not only fighting the Vulture, because the Vulture, he's tough, but Spider-Man can take him on his own. He doesn't need a man in an iron suit to help him. Of course, you could only guess that they're going to fight the Vulture and the Shocker. Ultimate team up. I mean, unless there's another villain in the movie, you know, a bigger threat. But I doubt it. You know, this is the first movie. They got some pretty key villains in this movie, but they're not like overboard, like Carnage or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that, you know, they got bigger threats than Shocker and Vulture. Speaking of the Shocker and Vulture, I've always wanted to see these guys in a live action movie, and how cool is it that we're getting it in the MCU? That's awesome. A couple other characters that I would like to see in any future Spider-Man film will probably be, we got Electro already, which, I mean, this is a reboot, so it'd be cool to see another Max Dillon. Let's see, we got the Lizard. I'd say Scorpion. Scorpion, definitely. Mysterio. Is that his name? Mysterio. Yeah, I mean, Spider-Man's got a ton of villains that we haven't seen yet. So, I mean, it'll be awesome. It'll be cool to see another Rhino. You know, maybe like the Ultimate Rhino, something like that. But yeah, I mean, the Spider-Man movie brings new possibilities to the wide array of Spider-Man fans. It's awesome having him in the MCU. If you guys like this trailer, like I did, give it a thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment saying how much you liked it. I really liked it. So, yeah, there's that. If you don't like the trailer, or you didn't like it, leave a comment telling me why you didn't like the trailer. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment, like I said, if you feel the need to comment. Subscribe to the Figure King. Of course, if you're not subscribed already, you must have fell and hit your head while you was getting water and probably like dripped some on the floor, slipped, hit your face on the floor, and forgot that the Figure King was awesome. Alright guys, you guys have a good one. Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, etc., etc. Figure King out. Peace.